What's up, guys? Matt here, getting ready to watch the fourth episode of the fifth season of Fargo. Uh, Last we saw one of the split-second weirdest jumps in the history of TV. To be quite honest, I mean, you're just chilling. You got a guy sitting in a rocking chair, and then all of a sudden there's a 500-year flashback to reveal that this gentleman is an immortal sin eater mud. I don't know. He covered himself in mud, making weird wolf sounds. Later in the episode, I don't know what the hell is up with Munch. Okay, I'm very excited to find out more about him. Although, to be quite frank, with Fargo, could potentially be no other scenes like that. It could just we're just gonna see him in action now. You got one or two weird scenes with him. He might just act regular for the rest of the show. That's how I love how weird and quirky this show is so much. Other than that, the Dot and Roy stuff seems to be heating up. I mean, Gator has found the house. Okay, so we'll see if he can do anything about it. He seems kind of incompetent, but let's see if he can pull anything off. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I've got the following 3 action up on Patreon. If you guys like the content on the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. Let's get right into the episode. What the hell is going on with... Dude, I'm gonna be quite honest, those masks are actually scary. But it really does feel like Home Alone. Like, they're not gonna do anything. They're ants compared to Dot. How's that one guy even gonna fit in the... Is that the girl? There's one girl and 3 guys, I think. I don't know how the one with the big hat's gonna be able to get into the house. Oh, dude, I hope these traps will work, man. And I don't even know what is up with Munch. Did he go to Roy's house? Is he targeting his family? Because they cut it right, like, with Dot's house. So... Oh my god, the cinematography in this show is so goddamn good.
And now, because you've all been so sweet, another duet.
She put the TV on really loud, so her husband is like her kid. How is she gonna pull off this shit with her husband and kid in the house? Don't. Oh, they noticed. Nice job. You know what? I'll give him the props for that. I mean, that's like this is like Death Note level like traps. Like there's a mystery, but then there's like it's layers. So there's probably other indicators that they're in the house, just like lights, thing under the door plus the pencil lead. You know. I don't know if Roy had like a wife before her, and that's where Gator comes from. Oh, these shots are amazing. Because Gator's not really like acting like it's his mom, so. Dude, I don't want to get jump scared, man. At any moment, it's gonna go down. Oh my god. She's the goat. No, she's still in there, man. She is still in that house. It's like a trick. Again, there's like multiple layers to everything that's going on. They think they have, or they're a step ahead. Oh my god. She's bold with it too. Yo, she like practiced, she rehearsed this. What? Oh my god!
Jesus, Nadine.
Wow, he's bold too.
Gator, there's a baby in this house.
I saw her. She's like 9. Now get your ass in that car. Let's go.
I'm not going back.
Is she? Damn, this is surprising.
No, you're going back. Like it or not.
She seems to not hate the kid. Damn, what? So is she hiding them? What I would assume is that she like tricked them into like, hey, go and watch this movie for an hour. Don't listen to any sounds. This feels, and I feel like it's like purposefully done. This feels like a cheesy C tier, like horror movie. You know what I mean? Stay in there. Oh my god, is that? It's just another entrance. I thought maybe she was like going into a room to hide. No, it's just another way back into the fray. They're not in the attic. Damn! Was that a trap or was that just pure incompetency?
Mommy! Not now!
Oh, damn. Okay, she told him to go and like hide.
Dot?
If she's gonna see firsthand how fucking badass she is. Ooh. Stay there, Wayne!
Yeah, babe?
It's okay.
They're up here!
Hun, hold him.
They're up here! I've got them up here! Wait. What are you gonna do? What are you, wait!
Go, Mom!
I thought you. Okay, dude, this kid is. Scotty is.
Nadine!
Who's Nadine?
Wayne,
No, you got me in the dark here.
Shut up, Wayne! Go hide!
Down the master bedroom.
Damn, she's shooting a kill now. You fucking idiot. He better not be dead.
Daddy!
Is he dead? He's good. Okay, he's good. Oh my god, the whole house is coming down. Throw it out the window.
Help me get him up!
Why would you throw them on the ground? I mean, I guess to block the doorway, but still, the whole house is gonna burn down. That ain't gonna do anything, Gator. Hold up.
You're gonna climb up. Okay.
Joe Keery loves using baseball bats in anything he acts in.
Nadine!
Stop saying Nadine! Well, at this point, he's probably scared that she's gonna die, so... Well, he probably broke his... Be careful here. Yeah, that guy is the ultimate bum. I love this vibe right here. That's one of my... it's so rare. I've never experienced it, but that's one of the best vibes. A snowy Halloween.
The serpent tongue.
Is he gonna go home to find his family murdered?
Old Baylor Mays
Doesn't really care about the
cut his children to pieces.
wife, I would assume, but... I don't know. He didn't even seem to care that much about the kids, but...
Beelzebub himself.
He's the fucking devil, man.
Crouched low, whispering in that poor man's ear.
Why did he rub himself with mud? Was it just a ritual,
Remember,
or?
friend, be with us again in our hour of need. Amen.
He might just like enter the house just as like a warning, like, hey, I could have got him. Give me my goddamn money. Why does this immortal, sin-taking, evil entity care so much about money? It's so crazy how Fargo can have so much tension just by like going through a house, if that makes any sense. This and the last couple scenes with Dot and Gator have been fantastic at just making you feel so ugh.
Daddy?
Okay, it was just a warning. Just a warning. If I'm Roy, I'm giving this guy the money. I mean, I forget the exact amount, but it can't be that much.
No such thing as demons. Only men. But why were they so mean and nasty?
They weren't really. They were kind of incompetent. Mama, why were those men so incompetent?
About them, they come back, right? They hear you talking and they come back. You don't want them coming back to you. So, we gotta... If people ask, we gotta say it was just wires.
What a manipulator.
Him falling in the bushes. We chase him with the zombie killer.
This kid is stupid, man.
There he goes off into the bushes.
That's right. Good, yeah.
Like, I love my mama, but she would not be able to manipulate me this hard at this age. At when I was her age.
And then here I come.
Ouch.
Yeah, this fucking idiot. Yeah, let's see the guy counter get shot again. The dumbest person in the history of Fargo. Oh, I love that shot. Reminds me of Fargo the movie.
Here at Redemption Services, we work to give them their power back.
Aren't you the one calling them at breakfast and dinner?
We call.
Maybe they're not like shady. Maybe they're just weird and specifically Lorraine is just the devil.
I'm just saying. He's rested now. And then it'll be, lickety split. Good as new.
You're killing me here. I'm supposed to be making up
I want these guys to fight.
20 minutes ago. That got blown yesterday by the cops showing up on your last boondoggle. And here you go burning down the house.
No, I didn't burn it. Like I said. Faulty wiring. We'll just get a hotel for a few days
You
or...
expect my granddaughter to live in a hotel.
I'm not... This just happened.
Does she like the thing I don't know about Dot? Does she like expect people to believe her?
You gotta check in at the desk, just like everybody else.
She's fired. Get her name?
Mrs. Lyon.
Yes.
No, sorry, we're here for your daughter-in-law.
I knew it. You're arresting her. Well, do something. They're arresting her.
We're not. This is Whit Farr, state trooper over in North Dakota. Well, we'd like to talk to Mrs. Lyon in private, clear some things up.
My husband's unwell.
I ain't never seen you before.
That's not accurate.
Well, first of all, I recognize you.
Well, I don't recognize you.
Dirty tape from the gas and goal, so it's clear you were there. And for the record, that's just reality.
Like, is it just like... obviously, she's lying to get out of it, but is there a part of her that believes that people are going to believe her?
We're all here. Grandma, too.
Hi, Grandma. Our house burnt down.
No.
And whose fault is that?
Jack Skellington.
Who?
It's a character in a movie. How about you go get something to eat from the vending machine, okay?
Snickers.
For breakfast. Are we on welfare?
She is... dude, she's so fucking despicable. Every sentence, every word, every look.
I've been waiting for 4 fucking hours. Sir. Look, you're taking...
Thought that was Wayne for a minute. I was like, finally, he's stepping up.
If you don't... I mean, it's on the goddamn papers. Your gal's supposed to do the enema. Well, where is she? I've been waiting there with my ass hanging out. Yeah. I mean, I've been waiting for 4 fucking hours.
baby?
Pull the plug. He's probably scared of you right now.
Maybe.
No.
She's such a bad actor. She's like the Walter White of Fargo characters.
Dot. Remember? Your wife.
My wife.
You're drugged up right now.
You know, someone like that play tricks on your mind. Make you think you did something that maybe you didn't.
This guy needs to get out of here. This is an abusive relationship.
I'm so sorry.
My wife.
I never meant for any of this to happen.
I really want to know, like, at the core of her character, does she actually care for these guys? She probably cares for Scotty, but does she care about Wayne at all? Well, not at all. Because I think she does. But I mean, like, to what level? To what extent? Was this just like a cover? Was that the main point of it? Maybe it started off as just a cover story? Or like a hiding, a way to hide, and it turned into some sort of love? But she's getting emotional, so maybe... I can't wait for when Roy and Dot, like, had face-to-face for the first time. I want to also, I'm very intrigued to see if there's any, well, I'm very intrigued to see when they connect to other seasons of Fargo like they always do. I mean, last season there was definitely a lot less connections than usual, but I'm interested.
Had an informant, but he disappeared.
A lot of people disappear around this guy, including 2 of his wives.
Just put one of his deputies in the ground yesterday. Local coroner said
2 of?
crash, but they had him buried in less than 12 hours.
So they knew about his wife missing years ago?
Was increase the pressure. Send a message.
Did Roy, like, originally go through the law enforcement, but they obviously couldn't find her?
The birds were eating the people's seeds and grain. They had to go. So people all over the country.
Yeah, Joaquin looks... He's in disbelief.
I'm not asking you to play 4-dimensional chess. I'm saying, think one step ahead. If we go to war with the most powerful sheriff in North Dakota, whose fathers and grandfathers were sheriffs.
Who cares? Shut his ass down. What are they gonna shoot him out of a federal prison?
Until you can answer that question, I want you to make Roy Tillman more like a hobby of yours. Something you do.
Oh, he's in the pocket.
When you're not punishing the actual criminal.
He is deep in the pocket, I would assume.
So others could not. He killed before he was killed. He wanted nothing more.
He's giving me a visceral reaction.
Kings.
It is kind of crazy. He does look like David Thewlis too. He's giving me VM Varga vibes, especially with the eating last episode. Obviously for a completely different reason, but just a parallel.
Everything they want, they called their own.
It's funny. I want the unrelated characters to interact. I want Munch and Dot to interact. Well, first of all, I want everyone to interact because I feel like the strong point of the season so far has been the characters. But I want Munch and Dot to interact, and then I want Roy and Lorraine to interact.
Life for life.
I just feel like personality-wise would be great pairings. Mudbutt.
Pancakes.
He's fucking... He's insane! Has she always been, like, as competent? I mean, obviously I would assume she learned a lot of this from Roy.
He's the only American to ever earn 4 Medals of Honor. Now he was one of the good ones. Me, I tried to be.
You're just trying to set him off?
You, not so much, I think. You're what we call a waste of skin.
He's got a gun hidden down there?
Eating our food, breathing our air, wasting precious resources.
Yeah. Keep talking. See what happens.
My man, put that goddamn gun down.
Firearm makes him an alpha, but it's just lipstick on a pig, you feel me?
You don't know when to fucking quit, do you?
Babe, don't.
I hate and love Roy at the same time so much.
A man threatened my children last night. Came to my house, face painted like an Apache. Maybe it wasn't a man, some kind of
demon entity, spirit, immortal being.
My point is this.
You're nothing.
Like a paper airplane in the rain.
He's shaking too, jeez. You gonna kill him right here, right now?
Fuck it.
Damn. Quick with the draw, man.
You okay? Can I get a glass of water? Lenore.
Good. Better your life, man. Gee, what the fucking water yellow? What was that? Was it just a lighting?
Husband got hurt. House caught on fire.
Not now. And we got Munch.
You did?
Yeah, right there on the couch. The guy from the filling station. The cop killer. Tip came in over the hotline. Lenore here called it in herself, didn't you, Lenore? Husband came home bragging he did another one. I responded, shots fired. You were
smart motherfucker.
Closed. I'm saying. States can call off their dogs and we're free to settle our differences in private. Now, all I need to know from you is that you see how this helps you. Cash in your pocket every month, because Roy Tillman never forgets a friend.
There you fucking go.
Serve me, darling.
Yes, Roy.
Dude, oh my god. He like beats everyone into submission. Every conversation. He does seem competent. It is a surprise, though, that he surrounds himself with so much incompetence.
Clear my head.
Call it in. You can't leave before it's called in. What a shot. This show, I talk about it so much, but this show is so fucking beautiful. Every single shot. Look at that shit. This is kind of feeling like the end of the episode, but it felt like barely any time went by. Oh, it's been 46 minutes. Damn, that's surprising. So fucking beautiful. I love when, and I know I nerd out about like cinematography and stuff like that a lot, but there's something so fucking like magical about just taking their time with like scenes and establishing shots and just like slow zoom outs and stuff like that. Like, I feel like the only way I would be able to talk about it is in like a video essay format, but there's just something about it that adds so much character to what you're watching. And I think that is what a lot of shows are missing, character. It's just point A, point B, point C, when all of the best shows don't, like, they take their time a little bit. Okay, guys, that was the 4th episode of the 5th season of Fargo. A great episode. Didn't get as much Munch as I would have liked. I'm just so intrigued by what the hell is going on with him. Like speech, like the way he speaks and the way he carries himself and all that. That's obviously like very interesting, and I think Fargo is really good at having those like. It's crazy because I keep saying Terminator characters. I've never seen the Terminator, so I don't even know if the Terminator is actually like this. But like those like Rambo, one-person army characters, you know, fucking, you know, Hansi and Lauren Malvo, all these guys, like from each season, okay? And then in this season, I would say that Dot and Munch fall into that category. They do such a good job at it. They're always so entertaining, and it never, to me at least, it never feels like they're overpowered. It feels like they're just so goddamn smart that they're always like 20 steps ahead of everyone, and it just keeps me in line like so much. And I don't even know how to explain it. But the action, I think this season, dare I say that the action might be better than it's ever been. And obviously, when I watch a show, the action isn't like the most important thing for me. It's not the thing that I tune in for. But when it's done really well, and paired with Fargo's ability to build tension so seamlessly, every single scene, every single moment, every single piece of dialogue, every single camera angle, everything about it just works so perfectly. I talked about it earlier. Fargo really does just feel like a horror. Noah Hawley feels like he wants to make a horror film, but just doesn't. He's like, oh, we'll just make it as close to a horror film as we can. Because those scenes, not just of like the shots with the masks in the beginning that were fucking scary, okay? But like the building the tension by walking through the house, I feel like is such, it's so synonymous with a horror movie, like a slasher. But Fargo does it, like, and they're like the masters of it. Wayne. Okay, this man needs to step up and get lost. Like, he needs to get out of here because well, I don't know how to explain it. So far I feel like this season is doing a really good job at making me both hate and love characters. So someone like Dot, I love how like badass she is, but at the same time I'm also disliking her mistreatment of Wayne. Okay, Wayne, I'm liking how sort of nice and pure he is, but at the same time he's gullible, he's being tricked, and I sort of dislike that part about him. I want him to sort of step up. Even Roy to me, obviously the sexist, that side of his character, the actual like dickhead asshole aspect of him, I fucking hate him so much. But his like aura, the way he carries himself, his tone of voice when he speaks to people, like he's speaking down to them, like from a villain side, I love that aspect. Okay, Gator is very entertaining, but his incompetency is annoying me. So I love that. I think that Fargo is one of the best shows at making, I don't want to say gray characters, but those characters that you like them and you hate them, and for good reason. I'm interested to see if we'll learn anything about Roy's first wife, whom I would assume is the mother of Gator. Gator hasn't really mentioned it at all, so maybe she did just disappear, and Roy sort of went after her and found her, didn't tell Gator, but I feel like Gator would realize, even though he's kind of stupid, I feel like he would realize something happened, so maybe he was involved in finding his mother. Maybe he didn't like the fact that she left them. I don't know. I do not know. Lorraine is also... it's another character, like, she's so despicable that I love her and hate her at the same time. I mean, I want, like... what was it, episode 1? I believe it was episode, no, maybe it might have been episode 2 where they had to sit down at the dinner table, and Dot sort of showed her true colors, so to speak. I want like a more advanced version of that with them like yelling at each other and actually like speaking to each other on equal ground, because I feel like obviously Lorraine looks down upon Wayne. Like, I would argue that she doesn't even really see him as her son because he's so weak and such a pushover. But I feel like Lorraine sort of sees Dot as a threat, and that's why she sort of mistreats her, pushes her as far away from the family as possible. I mean, I would argue it's interesting. It's even interesting with Scotty, because I don't even think that Lorraine likes Scotty. I mean, obviously they've had the weird like tomboy stuff where she's looking down on her for that and looking down upon the parenting by Dot and Wayne. But like, I don't know, she seems, I don't know, it seems like she doesn't even care about her at all. Even though like she says, "Oh, that's my granddaughter. Of course I'll watch her." But even still, I don't know. This show is so good. I mean, I keep saying it every scene. The cinematography in Fargo is probably the best of any show I've ever watched. There are a lot of shows that I need to watch. One of the shows I've heard has such a good cinematography is Hannibal, which that is very high on my list. But out of all the shows I've watched, it's Fargo and it's Better Call Saul in S tier with a pretty decent gap between the next couple ones, because just every single scene in Fargo is so beautiful and so meaningfully shot. Like some shows they just put the camera up and the scene happens. Fargo feels like everything they do is deliberate. It's done on purpose. The pace is very, I don't want to say slow, because it's not slow. It takes its time, and that's my favorite pace of in any sort of format. Taking your time isn't slow. It isn't boring. It's letting your characters, your story, breathe a little bit. You don't need to rush into action. It's okay to just calm down for 1 second and focus on the symbolism or even the artistic side of what you're giving out, the content that you're putting out. So I am very interested to see what happens next episode. I see right here that the next episode is called The Tiger, so obviously I feel like Dot's gonna go another it's like she's like a video game protagonist, and every level she's got to pull out some new tricks. It does feel like mature Home Alone. So I'm excited to see about that. I want Munch again. I want more Munch. I will say this. I've talked about it. My main complaint about last season was the fact that there were so many characters, great characters, but so many characters that even with an extended season, it wasn't enough time to explore and give each character the sort of arc that it should have had. This season, I feel like it's doing better. But I would even argue, at least through 4 episodes, that I want more. It's the same thing. I want a little more. With Wit and Indira, most definitely, I need more. Meyer and Joaquin have only been in, I believe they've only been in 2 scenes so far. I would like them to be sort of shown off a little more. Dot and Wayne and Roy and Gator and all of them, they've been pretty fantastic with the pacing and the amount of time they've been given. But that's my one thing. There are a couple characters that I do want to be shown more, so let's hope that they are shown off in the next episode. But if you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon. And if you guys like the content I put out on the channel, I would appreciate it if you subscribed. I'll see you guys later in the week for the next episode.